Two tiny kittens were hiding in the bushes, so dirty they almost blended in with the ground. At first glance, it was easy to miss them. But when they moved, their little bodies gave them away. Scared, filthy, and alone. They had been living there for days. Some neighbors said they had seen them running around, but no mother cat ever returned. Waiting any longer wasn't a solution. They were too small to survive like this. That's when a decision was made to take them home and give them the care they needed. At first, it wasn't easy. The kittens were covered in mud, the dirtiest strays anyone had seen. A call was made to a pet hospital to ask about getting them cleaned up, but when the staff saw the photos, they refused. 3 more hospitals gave the same answer. No one wanted the responsibility. That left only one choice: bring them home and bathe them personally. It took patience, but slowly, layer after layer of dirt washed away. By the end, 2 beautiful little kittens finally appeared. They looked healthier already, though their fur still showed signs of skin problems. That night, they slept safely indoors, and the next day they were taken to the hospital for a check. Both had ringworm and some skin issues, but thankfully nothing more serious. Even better, their appetites were strong. They ate every meal like it was the best food they had ever seen. Over the next few days, they adjusted quickly. They stayed close to each other, eating together, playing together, and always sticking by one another's side. They were only quiet when they were eating. The rest of the time, they were active, running around and exploring. Because they were now part of the family, they needed names. The choice was simple but full of affection. One became Golden Egg, the other Silver Egg. Though they looked alike, their patterns made them easy to tell apart. Life started to settle into a routine. They were bathed, dewormed, and treated for ringworm. Special Elizabethan collars were ordered to keep them from licking their medicine. When the collars finally arrived, the kittens weren't fans of them. With the collars on, they moved awkwardly and even ate more slowly. But the medicine worked, and day by day their skin began to heal. Golden Egg and Silver Egg quickly showed how much they loved food. They could eat 2 cans of wet food every day, plus dry food. They especially loved canned meals, even competing with each other to see who could eat faster. To keep them healthy, their portions were adjusted based on their weight. By the end of the first week, they had already become attached to their new person. Whenever there was free time, they were never far away. Slowly, they learned that they were safe. They allowed themselves to be held, cuddled, and comforted. Taking them to the hospital for checkups was always nerve-wracking. The first time, they cried loudly and refused to cooperate. But once it was over, they quickly forgot and went back to playing. The exam showed only mild anemia and ringworm, both treatable. To help them recover, they were given chicken, shrimp, and other nutritious food. They enjoyed every bite. Sunlight also became part of their healing. On bright days, they were taken outside to soak up the sun, which helped their skin improve faster. At first, they were shy, walking carefully in the open space. But once they were back home, they returned to their playful, confident selves. As weeks turned into months, the bond grew deeper. They played, snuggled, and always stuck close together. They were well behaved with the litter box, and even though they scratched furniture and knocked things over, their cuteness made up for everything. A small villa bed was bought for them, and they loved it. They even started traveling with their new family, proving just how much they had grown in confidence. Golden Egg and Silver Egg became inseparable. They groomed each other, napped together, and explored side by side. As they grew, their mischief also grew, scratching sofas, climbing windowsills, and turning the house into their playground. Months later, life brought an unexpected surprise. Golden Egg's belly started to swell. At first, there was fear it might be illness, but a hospital check revealed the truth. She was pregnant. Despite being so young, she was carrying 8 kittens. It was a shock, but the decision was made to keep them safe and welcome them when they arrived. As her due date approached, Golden Egg's belly grew larger every day. She was cared for with extra patience and love. When the day finally came, she went into labor and gave birth to all 8 kittens. It was long and tiring, but she did it. The once filthy stray kitten hiding in the bushes was now a mother, giving her own little ones the life she never had. Looking at Golden Egg and Silver Egg today, it's hard to believe where they came from. From hiding in the dirt with no mother in sight to living in a safe home with full bellies and endless love, their story is one of second chances. If this story touched your heart, give it a like. Tell us your own rescue story in the comments. Even sharing this helps more animals like Golden Egg and Silver Egg find safety, family, and a forever home.